The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Now, Basil Chapman.
Good morning, everyone. Basil Chapman on this Monday, the 19th of August. We're looking at the Dow up 120 at 40,779. Let me go through this here because the beginning of the week, we've got a leg B and it's blue. Blue meaning that it's in a buy mode. One of the reasons? No. A few reasons. The 9-period moving average crossed positive. The MACD crossed positive. The relative strength is rallying very nicely. The stochastic, the on-balance volume is a tad overbought, but still pretty darn good. And the stochastic's at 70%. That's the only one that's lagging. It needs to get over 80%. But all of this as a picture, looking at the various indicators that I use, tools, has given a buy mode indication, an upgrade. That doesn't mean say, oh my God, now we're going to the moon. It just means that from where it's been to where it is right now, it's fulfilled all the requirements to go from a buy signal upgraded to a buy mode, meaning that there should be, now you can say there's a good chance that there are going to be 4 higher peaks at least. Peak A is the first, peak B is the second. We're still in leg B. We still have to make you can only do that tomorrow by the close if there's a lower high than today's high. Then you've got to go to C and then D. This is a cup formation. And in a very conservative way, I could have made it a little bit more aggressive, but I didn't want to. I said that by the end of August, beginning of September, we should be hitting the 41,376 level. And the whole thing is that you've got to keep clearing the Chapman Wave inside track repellent zone. That's number one. That'll start to clear if it can get to 40,910. And then you've got this Chapman Wave inside track dashed green resistance line. And that resistance line, we're right there. We've actually gone fractionally above it, but that's very important. So with that said, the weekly chart's improving a lot. A monthly chart is still in the leg E with good, very strong indicators that we monitor. And we're looking at key support now, I'd say at about 40,550 to 40,480 if there's a sudden turn down. Now, I just needed to confirm something here. I want you to go to the futures for a moment. Yep, that's breaking out. Okay. So one of the things that I was looking at this morning is here's a 5-minute chart of the E-mini futures. Peak D is where other things can happen. If the price pulls back at any point after D, including D and higher, below the starting point, in this case, the new starting point was right there at 845, the E-mini 5581.00. Well, we did that. We did that after that peak D. So I put in an E/A, and I thought, the 9 is holding so well. Why fight this? This is looking good. Can it really be an A? It looks more like an E, but it can't be an E because technically, once you've taken out that low, it's negated. You've got a brand new buy signal. So all I can do is say, in my work, I'm going to give it a little bit longer because when the opening bell starts, like the start at 8:30 with the economic news, anything can happen. That's where you can get a flurry of activity that aberrates the. There's a different way of counting. But I really have to think of this as a B because right now we've just gone to a higher high. And that 9-period moving average, remember what we did on Friday? I did that whole show. I did Tommy's show at 9 o'clock. I said, I think I've got a buy signal. It was right here. And it was at 55. Can I recall? 42, I think it was. Yeah, 42.50. And that green 9-period moving average, am I talking about the right thing here? Oh, that was there. Sorry. That was there, right there, right. I'm busy thinking, what is going on here? 50, there it is, right there. And look what happened. A green 9-period moving average went all the way through. What an indicator this is until 10 minutes past midnight Eastern time. That's when it went pink, stayed pink for a while. Then it went back, flipped back to green, and now it stayed green all this time. So far, that is just saying the 10-minute chart is holding, the 5-minute chart is holding the green 9-period moving average. That's a good sign. So that just says I was expecting some kind of a bit of a consolidation today. We got it a little bit overnight into this morning, but that's about it. Very little consolidation. Okay. So this Dow chart now is up 160, and you can see we're trying to tackle the upper green line. That's the inside track repellent zone, so that's good. Looking at the S&P, that's doing the same thing with its inside wedge resistance line, but here it's a much quicker move to the upside. It's the 23rd of August. My thinking is that they would go together so that the Dow is a little bit, it's too, the plumb line here in the S&P is a little bit different, so that it's giving you the number of bars from the high of 5669.67 on the 16th of July to the low that was made August the 5th, and coming back because on the way down you had that sideways move that made that dreaded H pattern. We haven't done that yet. It's just gone straight up. That's helping for a V-shaped potential formation in the weekly chart. So here the support is, we're at 65, 66, I'd say 55, 66. I would say 55.48 to 55.38. That's a really good support area if there was just a sudden turn down. Let's go to the let's go to QQQ. That's the Index 100 trading vehicle, Invesco Trust Series, making a leg B on Friday. Today hasn't taken out the high of 476.41. Today's high is 475.67. Stalling a little bit. Let me just see what the SMHs are doing. Yeah, SMHs are down $1.77. They kind of go together, QQQs and the semiconductors. So the semis are down $1.89 at 244.82. This could be just a digestive session. That's what I was expecting actually in the general market. We haven't got that yet. IWM, the Russell 2000, starting to build upside momentum. Now it's up 81 cents at 213.41. It needs quite a lot more because it hasn't been upgraded yet from a buy signal to a buy mode. If that 9-period moving average crosses positive, and the stochastic, which is right now at now down 0.07, if that crosses positive, that's going to be a good thing. The stochastic still very weak at 43%, and so is the on-balance one. This is a work in progress. I think there's going to be a catch-up trade in the IWM, and we'll see if I'm correct in that regard. I'm going to go to the gold. Gold right now is down just 3. I think this is just we've made a new recovery high in the daily chart, in the continuous contract. Calling this leg C in the weekly chart, leg C in the monthly chart. I think gold's acting really well. It's above the Chapman inside track repellent zone. Did that on Friday. Finally, look at this, how long it took to finally do that and push sharply above it. I'd like to see 2 out of 3 sessions with a close well above that resistance line. Let's call the resistance line now at 2,500. I'll be right back. Basil, Chapman, Tiger Ignitions Hour. Dow's up 128. S&P's up 10. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the U.S. futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched The Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
About the fact, everything about this market, just going into the close Friday, into Sunday night, into this morning, said that there should be some kind of a digestive phase, even if it's rotational today, and that's what we're going to see. Let's give it a little more time. There's just the opening salvo. Meantime, back at the ranch, let's just go to this here. We've got gold down 3, holding very well. Silver, let me see. Did I just hear a ping? Why would I go ping? Was that me? No, it wasn't me. I wasn't doing anything good. Oh, that's right, wrong. SI. Uh-oh. No. What is going on? Is that frozen? Nope. Okay, renew. Okay, SI. What am I looking at here? Symbol 1. Ew, I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Format. Give me a second. I just need to format this. So am I going to be able to format it? Let's see, format. And the is at SI. I don't know why it went to a 1. Okay. And this one here is going to be format. We'll do the same thing. 1. There you are. Okay. We're back. I'm pretty sure. Here we go. Okay. And there it is. Okay, so silver's actually very nicely now. Very good. Finally, good rally. It's up 38 cents, 29.23. The low that was made at 26.50 on the 8th. 20.60 on 8.24. Now it's working. The MACD is good. Stochastics away. It's still down 62%. On balance of volume also. Retro strength is actually starting to improve. And you've got an L. For the first time in weeks, you've got the silver 9-period moving average. The day's young. There's not even an hour into the session. But so far, you've gone you've gone L. That means the 9 has gone over the 14. Let's hope it stays that way all day. I'd like to see silver participating together with gold. Now I wanted to go to high-grade copper. High-grade copper was moving up a little bit, up 0.02 at 4.168. I said I'd look at SCCO for someone. Yes, SCCO is in leg. Oh, it's already in leg D. Isn't that interesting? Gosh. So although, and the stochastic did go to 81%. So this is going to be peak A right here, peak B, very quick peak B, very quick peak C, and then a leg D, and we've kind of stalled, but it's the 9-period moving average is cross positive. Okay, finally copper might be moving. We needed that. You had almost more than a 1-to-1 to the downside in the weekly chart, and that 9-period moving average is pink. You want to see it. You want to see Southern Copper trading at 104.64, up 76 cents, above this peak D that was made on Thursday's candle, 106.90. You want to see not 107, but 107.70. You want to get deep into this red candle, this gap down red candle of the 18th of July, which had a high of 108.42. If you can break above that this week, that's going to, now then finally you've got copper doing, working its way higher. That's going to be very good. So far, just a modest move, but that's a good start. Oh, that's where it went. I'm looking at my newsletter, and what I did was, do I need to do this over Z? No? Yes, I did. Okay, good. Oh, I was busy typing in because we just got a new position. That's what it was. All right. So, very good. Okay. I almost made a mess of tomorrow's newsletter, at least the template for tomorrow's newsletter. Okay. So, let me do this real quickly because I want to go to the TLT, and then I've got a couple of questions. One I want to get to right away because it's important. First of all, the TLT is up 19 cents at 97.63. The TBT, that's the inverse of the iShares Treasury 20-year T1 fund. This is the ultra short Lehman 20-year T-bond ETF. Sorry to make lower lows. We'll see if this is going to continue because I think in this particular phase, it'll be really good to see the yields coming down a little bit. Most importantly, I wanted to go to this question. I got it just a little while ago. Good morning, Basil. I love listening to your talk show. Thank you very much. I'm a subscriber. Would like to enter a VNQ real estate ETF. What would be a good entry point? Oh, this is so good. Look. It looks like it's in leg. Let's go to VNQ. And that is the Vanguard Real Estate ETF. Now, this is one that I had actually done some notation on it. Why? Because if you look at IYR, which is the iShares US REITs ETF, or real estate ETF, that is in leg B. That is at a peak D in the weekly chart. That is at a peak E, but with an inside rectangle formation, which I should talk about. So let's go to this one here that you're talking about, which is VNQ, Anne-Marie, and we're looking at that same little wedge formation. Now, I love this pattern up until it gets to the previous high, and then you don't know. You have to look at the technicals and analyze them. So let me just do this. First of all, you said leg B in the monthly. I've got a leg B in the, but then you said D in the weekly. So, Anne-Marie, I don't know whether you've been listening to me and practicing these things and following me as closely as if you had taken my courses, etc. But you did everything right. I'm not sure many people would have got that and this is the reason why, if you were to notate this automatically, I'm going to ask Steve if he can give me a weekly read on his VNQ, because he's automated the Chapman wave and done a really good job. For me, it's the subtleties that I've not been able to get into a program. And this is the subtlety. Look, here's your starting point at 70.61 the week of November the 3rd. I'm going to take just a moment on this because it's really like a Friday session. November the 3rd, I think the 3rd is what it is. I just put that in, and then I'll have to check because I was talking at the same time. Wasn't 3 cents, it was 70.61, right? On the week of the 3rd of November. So this is really important for me. That's your starting point. Remember, the obligation in the Chapman wave is what? To identify, your only obligation is to notate peaks and troughs. And then the pattern will play itself out. Even if you don't know, wait a little bit because it'll clarify itself. Just like we saw that in the 1 and 5 minute charts. No, I think it was the 5 and 10 minute charts of the E-mini. Okay, so that's your starting point. That's not a leg A, because the bar that makes the low cannot be the high unless it's a Chapman wave instant restart. This is not at a peak D. This is a potential A. So that means you have to wait for the next highest low bar. That's the very next bar. Now you can start calling this a trough, right? That means you got a slightly higher high. This is your first peak A right there on the week of the 15th of December at 90.09. I'll be right back because it hit the 200-period moving average. I'll be right back. That was up
if you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Tiger Technicians Hour is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi folks, we're back, and what I want to say is So here's your starting point. The week of the 3rd of November, VNQ is your symbol that you follow, Vanguard Real Estate ETF. Goes to peak A and then it stalls, stops at the 200-period moving average, spends 4 weeks hanging around, then it pulls back. The 9-period moving average is strong, way over the 14, the black period moving average. And then it makes another. Now, normally I call this a gray A because it's under the previous A, but it also becomes a gray B. Why? And why is that important? Look what's happened. We've already moved on to a peak B. Otherwise, you'd be at A, waiting for a high above 1 penny above 90.09, 90.10 would start leg B. No, this is your starting point at 70.61. So that's an A. That's an A. That's a B. It makes a lower low. It doesn't matter. It doesn't take out the original 70.61. So that means you started a brand new A, gray A. Then under that, you've got another one, gray A, gray B, and woof, you get this overlapping, Chapman wave, overlapping wave at the 200-period moving average, form a peak B, and together you make a C. C takes out that previous A. So instead of going A, B, we're already at AC. Now we've got to D, peak D, and we've stalled. So you can see in the weekly chart, in the daily chart, we've got this V-shaped pattern. It makes a sharp pullback, and then it makes higher highs and higher lows. It doesn't go to a D, not yet, but it has gone to a high, which was at, on the 14th, 91.88. And today we're 92 round number high so far, trading at 91.90. So here's what I'm going to say. Number one, the daily 9 is over the 14. The MACD is a little weak. The relative strength is good, not great, but it's okay. Stochastic is at 81%. That's good. On-balance volume has pulled back. So the majority of indicators here are very strong, and above the price is way above the 9. Weekly chart, the same thing. The only difference is that all the indicators are very positive. The monthly chart has got the 9 over the 14, prices way over the 9. The MACD is good. The stochastics at 74%, but rallying, as is the on-balance volume. Weak, but it's still rallying. So I like what I see very much. But a very quick A to B and then to C underneath the previous high says to me, this is a high-level consolidation. It's not yet a breakout. So I'm going to recommend that you start a position right. You've done your homework, I can tell. You've done your Chapman wave homework fabulously. And what I am going to say to you is, in this particular instance, the high that was made right here at the end of July, I think it was. No, it was the very first, 2nd of August at 92.13. How that is taken out is going to be really important. In this environment, you're in an area that gives you a yield, plus it's in the real estate area that to a certain extent is benefiting, at least for the moment, with the yields coming down, that is the mortgage payments. I like it very much. And the fact that it's only in leg B in the monthly chart and a potential D, maybe even going to an E in the weekly, is all very good. But I'm then going to say to you, but wait a minute, we're buying where it has to have a breakout, a very quick 93.80 to 94.25 to say, I am done with the 80s. I'm now in the 90s. It hasn't done that yet. So I'm going to suggest you've done your homework. This is what you would like to get into. All you asked was, what would be a good entry point? I'm going to suggest not a entry point, but a few entry points. I'm going to suggest right here at 91.90 is your starter position. I wouldn't get too carried away. It's just your starter position. What I would like, your risk is down to 88. Look, this is the low that was made, 88.27. So it's a 3.5 point. Let's call it a 4 point risk, 5%. I think for this, it's really worth it. You're getting a dividend. It's worth doing that. Now, when you're doing something that has to do with, if this is your thinking, that you're thinking about dividends, I would not going to make a fuss. Let's just say, I'm just guessing. I have no idea. I could do that right now, but let's just imagine it's 3.83. Maybe 4.01 is a dividend. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing, right? That's what you could put in as your risk. But now you have to talk about a year. You're not going to get that in one quarter. So I'm just going to say, let's treat it as a stock. Let's treat it as a stock that can give you capital gain and a dividend. And as such, I would initially have two entries that are near term. I'd have a third one, which is more intermediate term, but we'll talk about that later. First is right here at 91.88, in the 91.80, just right now, if you're able to do that. The second is I want to add to it on any pullback under the low of the 12th, which is at 89.78. So that's only 2 points away. I'm saying, wait a minute, no, it's not just 2 points. It means that this is the first package that you're putting into this so that you've got a little 2-point cushion on the next entry point, and then we'll monitor it. This is a pattern that can turn into an arch formation and then come back, and if it takes out 90.40, the midpoint of this whole rectangle, it says be careful because it could go all the way to the bottom. So I'm saying start your entry right now. Let's look at it again maybe tomorrow and the next day, just so that where you can get your second. Your first part is in, your first entry is a starter, but it's in two parts. You're going in now with something, and then you're going to add to it. You might have to start now and then add to it if all of a sudden it goes to 92.74. That's a fabulous breakout. Now you've raised your base of support. So I like it. And that's, you wanted the entry point in terms of numbers. I'm saying right here at 91.88. But really the first starter that I would personally like is just a little, I don't want too much of a pullback, but anywhere over 90.72 is the 14-period moving average. I'd like the price to be above that for this initial entry. And then we can talk about a second entry, and it's all part of your first one. Then later on, if it's doing well, I'm going to say to you, I think you can add, because this should go. I've done this, and I haven't got any confirmation yet that I'm accurate, but by December, there's a chance, and that would be a huge move for a real estate ETF. There's a chance that it could go to 102.37. That's 10 points. It's over. That's 11% or so from here. That's a big ask. I just go one step at a time. I feel comfortable in saying that the Chapman Wave inside wedge target resistance line of 96 to 97 would be my target for 2024. Even that would be really nice with a dividend stock. Hope that helps you. I'll be right back. The next question was Queb. We'll look at Queb in a moment.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the U.S. futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
The stock market is a delicate interconnecting web of commodities, equities, and trader psychology. When one string of the web is pulled, it has a ripple effect across the broader market. This is where opportunity lies. But how are you to gather all of this information into one cohesive model when you're already spending your energy looking for any possible trade opportunities? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that, as Tom O'Brien has brought all important market news to you in one single newsletter, Market Insights. Market Insights provides a daily overview of what's happening in the indexes, bonds, gold, and more. Follow along with Tom daily as he analyzes the components that affect the overall movement of the stock market, giving insight into how each one plays either a bullish or bearish role. Tom also analyzes specific equities that he believes has the potential to make huge returns, and his track record proves his analysis right. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Don't let the market leave you in the dust. The stock market is a delicate, interconnecting web of commodities, equities, and trader psychology. When one string of the web is pulled, it has a ripple effect across the broader market. This is where opportunity lies. But how are you to gather all of this information into one cohesive model when you're already spending your energy looking for any possible trade opportunities? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that, as Tom O'Brien has brought all important market news to you in one single newsletter, Market Insights. Market Insights provides a daily overview of what's happening in the indexes, bonds, gold, and more. Follow along with Tom daily as he analyzes the components that affect the overall movement of the stock market, giving insight into how each one plays either a bullish or bearish role. Tom also analyzes specific equities that he believes has the potential to make huge returns, and his track record proves his analysis right. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Don't let the market leave you in the dust.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
So folks, we're looking at QWEB. QWEB is a China Internet ETF. It's trading right now at 27.32, up 33 cents. Leg C in the Chapman wave count. And most importantly, the 200-period moving average of 27.45, because it's already hit 27.38, that is getting closer and closer to becoming, just grabbing the price and holding it. So I think 27.45 is going to be important. How it handles a break above it or a break that it becomes a magnet and then a propellant to the upside, or repellent as it doesn't touch, and then it gets quite a sharp pullback. So I like it, but if you look at the monthly chart, look at this. You've got your lowercase h that goes to a lowercase m, all within a rectangle formation. This is just trading within a range. Now, if you are in lower down, that's great. I mean, the range, 3-4 points, it's 10-14%. But at the same time, this particular pattern that I'm looking at more like a V, but I will draw it with a cup formation, because that's the pattern that I like to look at the most. Right there says that if I was to use my usual technique and say, where would I draw the Chapman wave inside wedge target repellent line, I'd do that right here, and I'd go to all of these highs, and that's it. So it's just hit Chapman wave inside track. Now this is the way, inside wedge, repellent, dashed target, repellent line. If it's able to go above that, that's very important. Now, where would I make the cup formation? I'd do this on the left. I'd take this bar right here. First of all, I've got to get my potential rectangle. And I'd do this, and I'd say that little conglomeration, that cluster formation, I like that. And I'm just going to say that as I'm looking at it, going from that particular bar to the low that was made on the, I think that was the 5th, on the 2nd of August at 25.34, it says to me that I could expect in a time price move, there you are, right, it's, yeah, the same thing. So that by the 23rd, we're already the 19th. So by the end of the week, August, by the end of the week, 23rd, that's the day Larry does his all-day webinar. So the target that I would have is right here. Okay, so we've got that. So that's kind of aggressive because it means you've got 4 or 5 days in which to get there, but you're at 27.35 and you're anticipating this high, this candle high of 27.72. No, that's not so bad. 27.72. You can do that. Yeah, 27.72 within the next few days. Most importantly, what's my support level? It's inside this candle. I'd say halfway into the body of that candle, 26.96. I'm going to go all the way from 26.96 to the gap. Well, this is a Chinese stock, so it gaps Chinese internet. The low was 26.72. So that's your support level. Now, I haven't got, the stochastics hasn't got to 80% yet, but it's on its way. I haven't got confirmation in my on-balance volume. So the on-balance volume says, woo, it's either got a long way to get overbought, or it's telling you that this is not in sync, that the volume is not coming in to boost the price. Price is going up for other reasons, which is okay. It's going up. That's all you're doing. You're looking at price. But as far as I'm concerned, I wanted to see the 120-minute chart. Let's see, 120-minute chart. Let's go to it right there. So that gives you peak A, peak B, peak C, peak D, and an E. And then a peak A, peak B, we're in leg C. Yep, I like it. So it's at 27.34. Remember, 27.70 is my target. If the sooner it gets there and breaks out, the better it is. Then I can start looking at the next level. The next level would be this high right here on the 15th of July of 28.20. I just go step by step and let the price tell me what it's doing. I hope that helps you. Baba. Oh, yeah, it's a different chart pattern. We looked at this a little while ago, and I said, this is, if it's able at any point to break above that peak B that was on the 12th of July of 81.01, that's going to be a good sign. But look what we've got. This is your starting point. Remember exactly the same rule with Anne-Marie we're looking at for the REIT, the real estate ETF. Well, look at this. You've got your starting point right here at 71.80 on the 28th of June. So that's peak A, that's peak B. But here's your starting point. So you got to count that. That's a peak A. That's a lower peak A, then a lower peak A. Then all of a sudden you get BC. So we were already from here, you're already at A, B, C. That means you're at D and now you're at E. It would be much easier to say, oh, C and D. No, you're already at E. That doesn't mean say, oh my God, E. It just means look how nicely you've bounced off the 200-period moving average. And look where you are. 9's over the 14, price is way over the 9. MACD is good, relative strength is good. On-balance volume's a little overbought. Stochastics at 82%. This is much better. Alibaba. But wait a minute. That's the daily chart. Look at the weekly chart. Well, the weekly chart says, holy moly, this is still an A. That's a new B. And it's at C. It's got a long way to go to that 90 level, just under 90 that it made back in April. And look at the monthly chart. Peak A, and then it spends all this time. So this is a technique that I discussed. I actually discussed it on Friday when I was showing you how that buy signal came in for the E-mini right at the lows and how that 9-period moving average held all the way through to the close. But here we are. So this is an A. There's your starting point in Alibaba back in October of 2022 at 57.35. Just type that in. 57.35 and low of 35. And here you've got another A. This is called, in Chapman parlance, it's called a restart. There's your A, there's your B. Why is it a restart? Because you haven't broken 57.35, so every peak has to be counted. This usually produces a very strong move to the upside. was strong in the monthly chart. It's plummeted to 120 over 57. Could be that it just goes to that PVSA at 100. Hey, anybody in 84 would be happy. So that's the I like. I'll be right back. Dow's up 180.
The consistency you're looking for is closer than you think. 1 or 2 adjustments are usually all you need to change your equity curve from red to green and keep it there. Come join Larry Pesavento live to learn what separates the winners from the losers. Join Larry Pesavento on the 2nd and 4th Friday of every month for 3 hours of live trading from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time, where Larry will show you the market setting up and, most important of all, the state of mind of a winning trader. By watching Larry trade, you'll learn the Fibonacci levels, you'll learn how to apply A to B to C to D trading patterns, you'll learn trade management, pattern recognition, and much more. Join Larry Pesavento Friday, July 12th and Friday, July 26th, 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time for 3 hours of live trading. For this month only, use promo code LarryJuly24 at checkout to save $50 on your first month subscription. For all the information and to reserve your spot today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey. Because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Hi, folks. I had a question about the comp index, about the fib numbers. You know, I don't have the fib numbers here. I did have it for the Qs, but I just wanted to say that it's in leg B, and it's broken the Chapman wave falling X formation, and that's really important. So that just says I can now look at the next level, the next high, and that's the high of the 1st of August at 17,791. If I was doing the same thing with the QQQ, it's the same pattern, really. We've already taken out. We've gone above the high of the 1st of August of 475.55. Today we're at 476.52. This is good action. There could be a 1-to-1 to the upside. So in the meantime, I wanted to do just a couple of things as we wrapping up. You hand you over to Steve Rhodes. Should be a great show. Steve, and actually I don't know if Steve's even listening, but if you can give, what did I want from him to see what he got for the weekly chart? Yeah, what do you have for V and Q? There you are. That's my question to Steve Rhodes, because he does a great job with the Chapman. Oh, the wrong chart. All right, what I want you to do here is to say, because we broke out, look at this green 9-period moving average in the 5-minute chart. There was that brief moment where it went pink. That was your consolidation. Then it went up, and now this is brand new leg B. And here's a leg A. Is this going to be another day of where from a certain point you've got to move up? They can go all the way into the afternoon for the 10-minute chart of the E-mini to make a peak D? I don't know, but so far it's acting really well. Look, the 10-minute chart from this moment that it turned cross positive back at 6:10 this morning. Let's go to 581. Let's go to the high of the day of that bar. 581 is now at 55.99, and it's still green. So that's a good sign. So yeah, it could be a very nice day. I was expecting some kind of consolidation after such a fabulous move.